Junior Board of Directors is proud to support Faribault Community Television.
Hey, this is Jake Buddy at Faribault Rental. Happy to support the April edition of the FCTV News. We'll be back in a minute with some more about Faribault Rental.
From the Rice County Historical Society, and today I'm going to walk you through a resource that you can find if you're interested in looking up Minnesota history. It's called the Minnesota Digital Library. So the Minnesota Digital Library is part of an initiative that's part of the University of Minnesota, and it's an online database that all of the different museums and libraries throughout the state contribute to. It allows you to look at different photos, letters, documents. Even there are some oral histories on here, so you can hear people talking about their experiences and what they've gone through. So the Minnesota Digital Library can be accessed by anybody. It's mndigital.org. We'll bring you to this first web page here. And you can search by all kinds of different things: subjects, individual creators, titles, even by individual counties and townships if you're looking for something for your specific city or your hometown. You can search in the search bar by using very simple keywords such as fairgrounds, for example. And you can see it'll bring up all sorts of photographs of different fairgrounds from the different contributing organizations. Click here, for example. What's really nice about this is all done free of charge as part of the initiative. You can see that a lot of these photographs are very high quality. They allow you to zoom in really, really close, and you can see in this top corner right here where exactly in the overall photograph you're looking at. Beyond just being able to look at and see what's going on, if you scroll down, you can actually get a good bit of information out of it as well. You can see when it's from, the overall size of it, and even a small description given by the contributing organization. And as I said, it's not just historical societies. Universities, libraries from all over the state are able to participate. I, myself, am actually part of the selection committee that decides what gets added to this as projects come in. We get inquiries from all over the state for all sorts of things. We get diaries and letters and photographs, and we've even had some physical objects coming in that are being photographed and put online for people to take a look at with some 3D modeling. That's a new part of our initiative that we're working on. You can even search for something as simple as oral histories. And when you do that, you'll get these audio files, and you can hear individuals talk about their lives. This first one here is talking, it's from Eric Martinson up in Moorhead, and he is talking about his parents immigrating here from Norway, from Norway, and their experiences and his experience growing up as a first generation here. So all kinds of interesting things. This is a great way to just take an afternoon and learn about different parts of the state. So the Minnesota Digital Library is always being added to. It's one of our go-tos when we're trying to find some information. There isn't very much from Rice County on there, just because we've not had the opportunity to digitize much of our stuff. but it's certainly something that we're interested in. Northfield Historical Society does have a substantial bit of information on there, so if you're interested in learning about Northfield, certainly take a look over here. The digital library is available to everybody. Unfortunately, though, only organizations are able to contribute, but if you're ever interested in seeing and having an opportunity to upload some of your information, reach out to us or reach out to your local museum or library and see if they'd be willing to work with you to get some of your photographs, your family history digitized and put up there. I'm sure they'd be happy to work with you. Well, that's pretty much the basic bones of this particular database. It's got all kinds of information, and you can certainly get lost in this website learning about all kinds of different things. If you have any questions about the website, feel free to give us a call down here and we can certainly help talk with you about it, or feel free to come on in. You know, we have our own research library and this is a good opportunity that we can have. So we look forward to seeing you and, you know, have fun learning more about the history. You can come visit the Rice County Historical Society. We are open 9 to 4, Monday through Friday. We're on the east side of the fairgrounds. Our address is 1814 Northwest 2nd Avenue in Faribault. Our website is rchistory.org, and our phone number down here is 507-332-2121. Rice County Historical Society, preserving the past for future generations.
Hi, Dr. Michael Ritchie Eye Clinic, and now LASIK Center. So what we're going to do today is introduce you to our brand new LASIK Center. This is an Alcon refractive surgery suite. So as you know, or many of you know, I have been a LASIK surgeon most of my career. I started doing LASIK in 1996, so I've been doing this for 25 years. The laser was approved for LASIK in 1996. But I've always done my LASIK at a LASIK center in the Twin Cities, whether it's Edina, Oakdale, or Maple Grove. Well, as many of you realize, with the pandemic, a lot of businesses shut down initially and then sort of reorganized. And during that time frame, it made me realize, you know what? We can do this right here. So we are in the Crossroads Medical Building, Ritchie Eye Clinic. Upstairs, we have our surgery center and now our LASIK center. So let me just walk you through and sort of introduce you to the technology that we use with LASIK. So first you have the patient bed. So this is where you would lay head up there if you're having LASIK. This is the knee rest. It goes under your knees, makes you comfortable. You'll notice this is kind of a circular design because this laser table will move from one laser to the other, so you never have to get up. And it's important that it be able to move from one laser to the other because LASIK today involves a laser both to make the flap and a different laser to do the actual treatment. So that's what we have here. This device is what we call a femtosecond laser. You don't need to know that. Femtosecond is actually 1/1000th of a millionth of a second, or some ridiculously small number. But that's how fast the laser discharges. And we use the femto laser to make the flap. So what happens is we use a treatment, and as the laser goes, it creates an air bubble layer at a very precise point in your cornea. And that is where we create the little cleavage that allows us to have a flap. So bladeless, we create the flap, and we'll create the flap in the right eye first, then the left. Then the table will swivel over to the other side, and we'll go to this laser. And this laser is the excimer laser. And most people have heard that term. Technically, it is called an excited dimer laser. Put them together, you get an excimer. But this is the laser treatment that does the correction for your vision. So we start by making the flaps, swing you over, flap right eye, flap left eye, swing you over back to the right eye, lift the flap, apply the laser. This laser is going to have a real fast buzzing sound, and each laser treatment is taking about 10 seconds or less. The laser to make the flap, that has gotten faster in recent years, and typically we can make a flap with a laser time of 10 to 15 seconds. So once we lift the flap, we do the treatment, put the flap back down. The flap is self-adherent, so it sticks. So we finish the right eye, go to the left eye, lift the flap, do the laser, flap back down, and we're done. So the whole process here, probably 15 to 20 minutes. But you should, if you're treating both eyes, we do both the same day. When we're done, vision will be blurry all day long. The eyes will feel sore and scratchy. We give you some eye drops to help get through that. But you want to take a nap, you want to get a good night's sleep, and the next morning you wake up and go, wow, vision has recovered, not completely, but about 90% of your visual recovery takes place in the first 24 hours. You will then see vision settle in over the course of the next several weeks. Total healing time with a LASIK procedure, right around 3 months. Because when we do this, we damage the nerve endings in the cornea, and those nerves take 3 months to heal. So in the coming months, we're going to get into more detail about what do we do for LASIK evaluations, what is custom LASIK, what are the scans for, how do I know if I'm a candidate. But right now, I just wanted to introduce you to the laser devices themselves. They're here, they're fully functional, and we're ready to go. Thanks for joining me.
My name is Shelby Meyer. I'm one of the youth recreation coordinators here at the Park and Rec, and just speaking to you about some of our youth programs here coming up. Right now you can register for floor hockey, and that's Tuesday, Thursdays, April 6th, 8th, 13th, and 15th. Our sports sampler camp is Tuesday, Thursdays, May 11th, 13th, 18th, and 20th, and we'll also be having track Wednesday nights in April and May. Another big info update, our summer info goes live April 5th, so keep a lookout for some of our big programs like Fun Center, ball programs, Washington programs, and safety camp. Alright, just another update. Our shelters are available to be reserved now, and just remember those fill up fast, so call down to the community center and get your reservations in.
This is a busy time of year around here with graduation season coming up and everybody doing their spring cleanup in their yard and construction getting underway. We have a lot to offer the community, just more of the same, and we hope to have a good 2021 here at Faribault Rental.
Hey everybody, it's me, Miss Denny, your favorite children's librarian. I am here today to tell you about everything that's happening at your library for youth and families in April. So let's take a look. Ooh, we have 5-minute bedtime stories still. Those are going on every Tuesday night right on our Facebook page or our YouTube page. Same story in both places. So every single Tuesday night at 7 p.m. you can hop on either Facebook or YouTube and check out our bedtime story. It's a quick one with me. And if you miss it at 7, don't worry. The playlist you can find, again, either on our Facebook page or our YouTube page. And I keep those up for a while. So you can watch the ones that you've missed or watch them again if you like them. And continuing with more story times, we also have Storytime Share and Tell on Zoom, again with me. And that has been really fun. That is a way for us to still connect interactively and have fun story time. It's meant for ages from birth through age 6 and with an active caregiver present. And we do those on Zoom. They've just been so much fun. I'd love to have you join us. So that's every Wednesday at 10 a.m. And if you want to join us, you just need to send me an email and I'll make sure you get the Zoom link, the login and password. I do want to point out that the first Wednesday in April, the 6th, there isn't one because I will be attending a conference. But otherwise, every Wednesday, 10 a.m., we'd love for you to join us. It's really a lot of fun. And then also the weekly read, that takes place every week on our YouTube page. It is me reading a classic children's novel. Currently, we are reading The Wonderful Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum. It was published first in 1899, so it's no longer under copyright, and I can share it with you freely. The videos of me reading those usually do 1 or 2 chapters, sometimes 3 every week. You can find those on our YouTube page. Just look for Buckham Memorial Library and then our playlist, The Weekly Read, The Wonderful Wizard of Oz. There are several other books that we've already read previously that are on there too, like the First Boxcar Children book and Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Peter and Wendy. And then there's a series of me reading some children's classic stories like the original 3 Bears and Humpty Dumpty. And so those are really fun. You should check them out. And for those kiddos that just love to read and they're a little bit older, we have 2 book clubs. So the first one is Books and Brownies, and that is for youth in grades 2 through 5. And we are currently meeting on Zoom. Our next meeting will be April 19 at 4:30. And the reading assignment is to read any autobiography or biography of your choice, and then come prepared to talk about it. If you don't want to read a biography or an autobiography, it's not a big deal. Honestly, that's just for me to give you an idea if you wanted to read something new, but you can also just come and talk about anything you're currently reading. So if you want to join for that, just send me an email and I will make sure you get the Zoom link so you can join us. And then there is another book club for youth in grades 6 through 12, and that one is called Pizza and Pages. We're also meeting on Zoom, and the April meeting is April 26th at 4:30. And the assignment for Pizza and Pages is to read any historical fiction of your choice. So there are a lot of historical fiction novels out there, and some really, really good ones. It's one of my favorite genres. But if it's not yours, don't worry about it. Again, just like Books and Brownies with Pizza and Pages, it's just an idea, suggestion. If you don't want to read historical fiction this month, don't worry. Just come and talk about whatever you're currently reading. So if you'd like to join us for Pizza and Pages, just send me an email and I'll make sure you get the Zoom link and password. The Teen Advisory Board is for youth in grades 6 through 12, and I am currently looking for more members to join us. If you are interested, please contact me and I will make sure you get the application. TAB is, that's what we call it for short, Teen Advisory Board, TAB. That is, again, for youth in grades 6 through 12, and we meet once a month to talk about ways to make the library even better for youth and families. So we'll be meeting again in April, I believe April 12 at 4:30, and again on Zoom. So give me a call or an email if you're interested in joining us. And then I want to point out that the best way to stay on top of what's happening at your library is through the internet. So you can follow us on our Facebook page, just look up Buckham Memorial Library. You can follow us on our website, which is faribault.org/library. You can also follow us on Instagram. We don't have a ton on there yet. I'm just getting that going, but you could jump in early and stay in touch with us on Instagram as well. Just look for, again, Buckham Memorial Library to follow us. And you can also call us if you have questions or send us an email. There's a generic library email that we answer too. So that is the best way to keep in touch with us. And then the Facebook page has so many great resources for you. Well, so does the website, but let's talk about the Facebook page first. You can find in the videos tab all those story times with me that I was talking about, the 5-minute bedtime stories. But you can also find Take and Make Paper Crafts with Linda. She just did a really cute bunny box for Easter that was really, really popular. And so there'll be another one coming soon, I'm sure. So keep your eyes peeled for that. And then Bob has Tech Time on there with all of his awesome 3D printing projects. And Annette is sharing all her sewing ideas, tips, tricks, and projects as well. She's got a brand new video up, just loaded yesterday. Then there's Garden Bites with Lisa, if you want to learn all the great gardening tips and tricks. Alan will teach you everything you need to know about ukulele with her Uke Can Make Music videos. So there's a ton out there. And then our website, that's where you can find all of our online resources like Mango and Libby and Overdrive and Hoopla. There are so many great resources that I hope you're taking advantage of with your library card. There's also homework help, online homework help. So all this is free. Most of it is you just need your library card to access it. If you don't have a library card, give us a call or stop in and we will make sure you are set. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for joining me. Hope to see you at the library in April. Take good care. Bye-bye.
Everyone, it's Molly with Riverbend Nature Center, and in April it's your last chance to sign up for the Maple Syrup Fun Run. It's virtual this year, and we'd like to thank our sponsors, the Putra Family Foundation, Bauer Restoration, Reliance Bank, Hartman Insurance, Humfeld Chiropractic and Nutrition Center, as well as Northfield Hospital and Clinics. We also have a discount for those sponsor employees, as well as Faribault Public School employees. You get half off. Simply register with your company email. There will be an option to have your race t-shirt mailed to you after race day on May 1st. We are still booking programs for in-person and virtual groups, So if you have a group you know is interested in a program, either in person at Riverbend or virtually with a naturalist, you can email education@rbnc.org for details. We also have Build Your Own program. So if you book a naturalist program for a small group of individuals who you think would be interested in donating to Riverbend's cause, you can book a free naturalist program to learn more about what Riverbend does and how we keep the community connected to nature. We also have summer camp registration, which is filling up quickly, so make sure you visit our website at rbnc.org/summer-camp. We also have a pollinator program happening in May 8th, so hurry to register because it is filling up. You will learn how you can create your own certified pollinator sanctuary in your own backyard and receive a handout on pollinator-friendly plants, as well as a plant to help get you started. We hope you enjoy the spring season, and you can check out all of these events and more on our website at rbnc.org.
Hello Faribault, Nort Johnson here with your Chamber of Commerce and Tourism. I really appreciate the opportunity to give you some more updates. Last month we talked pretty specifically and even somewhat in depth about an education initiative that the Vision Task Force from the Chamber of Commerce is involved with around specifically pathways to success for all Faribault students. And we talked about a new program called H2C, High School to College and Careers, that has been developed with private industry, Faribault Public Schools, and South Central College. A quick exciting update on that. I just got this from Dr. Marcia Danielson at our board meeting a week ago tomorrow, and the Health Sciences Pathways have 116 students enrolled in Faribault Public Schools. So just sort of to give you an idea now, when students get engaged in these pathways that we've developed as a team, they can start in 9th and 10th grade taking classes that stack up and earn them credits toward a degree. And right now, if you get into that program and stick it out in high school, you've got one semester left at South Central College after you graduate high school, and you can be an LPN. So this is sort of goosebump type of progress for Faribault, and great job South Central College, Faribault Public Schools, school board, everybody's stepping up to help with this. We at the Chamber are blessed to be able to bring Mayo, Alina, and some of the others to the table to help with these projects. We're pretty proud of that, very happy for Faribault. So there's a quick update from the last visit we had. It would be remiss to not discuss briefly the pandemic and how business is emerging from that very trying full year, really, for the most part for people in doing their business. Great job staying safe. Great job supporting your neighbors, supporting your businesses. Thank you for all of that. As it becomes more safe to be out and about and enjoying our businesses that are opening up in a very safe manner, please get out and patronize them, and thank you for your help in that way. And I've got another update from another slice of the work of the Vision Task Force from the Chamber of Commerce. And our number 2 priority after excellence in education is housing. I'm going to explain a couple of things so that you're fully aware of why the Chamber's involvement takes a very specific direction. Right now, our end game, our end goal, is to provide home ownership opportunities for workforce in Faribault. I want to talk specifically about how home ownership helps lift families out of wealth versus renting or even owning a trailer, which is, it's a great thing to be able to have your own place, but for the most part, a trailer home is a depreciating asset on a rented lot. Now, a stick-built home on a foundation on a piece of property that you own is something that helps create and build wealth for your family. We think that because as we speak today, there are 300 jobs open in Faribault, there are 24 houses on the market. We know that we can support more home ownership opportunities for people that are already here, and if we want to continue to grow our economy with our fantastic manufacturing base in Faribault, we're going to need to provide those kind of opportunities as well. If we don't, and we continue to grow our companies, then we're actually exporting paychecks, and we're exporting students. So paychecks to other towns, students to other school districts, and people paying property taxes in other communities. We should have that here so our community can prosper and grow in that way, which is why the home ownership opportunities are so critical. So to that end, we've had a fantastic opportunity to bring together quite a robust group that wants to work on this with the Chamber of Commerce and with some of our other partners. I don't want to miss anybody, so I'm going to quick refer down to my list. Partners that are at the table right now include the Faribault Habitat for Humanity and the Regional Habitat for Humanity offices, the City of Faribault's HRA, the Rice County HRA. This is where it gets good. We've got private enterprise in here as well with Sage St. Gobain, Daikin Applied, Jenny O Turkey Store, Steel Waseca Co-op. We have 3 real estate companies, and we have several contractors. We even have a pair of politicians at the table, so you know this must be good. So the group has come together to try to generate a grand plan where we can make home ownership opportunities available for first-time homeowners. And we know that with the cost of construction materials, a seeming lack of building lots in Faribault, but we're finding out that's not really the case. We just haven't been able to pin down all of those opportunities. That work is going on, and there's also opportunities in a couple of other areas, so I'm going to read off the 6 subcommittees that have been working in these general areas during the month of March. And those subcommittees are, we have, of course, our Real Estate and Property Committee, a Building Materials Committee, a Curriculum Committee, and we're going to circle back to that when we're done, Financing and Mortgage Options, a Tax Abatement Research Group, a General Contractors Group that is coming together now, and a Steering Committee. Now, all of these committees are made up of individuals from the community, different businesses and different organizations that have an interest in having the housing market pick up in Faribault. The Chamber of Commerce, we have representation on maybe half of these committees, and the rest are other experts doing their work. So we're getting the right people at the table to help try to create a plan. Now, circling back to the Curriculum Committee, and importantly, I want to share this piece for you all. As you know, we spent time on curriculum and excellence in education in the last several months, and we have programs where students are able to gain credentials and real-world experience in a field. So one of the up-and-coming fields that are being developed in Faribault, coming back into the mix at Faribault Public Schools, we're talking about construction trades. And we're also talking about industrial trades. So importantly, we want to make sure that that real-world experience engages the community and engages employers in Faribault. So our hopeful outcome is that we will have students from Faribault High School and South Central College working on building homes again. To that end, I'm very proud to announce that we're on the cusp of having a building lot donated to the Chamber Trust to be used for a pilot program in construction trades for South Central College and Faribault Public Schools. This is fantastic news for Faribault. It's fantastic news for students. And it's a great payback for this group that's putting this project together to try to increase homeownership opportunities in our town. Troy's probably going to let me know I went over my time by now, but there was a lot I wanted to share, and I want to make sure that you know the good things that are happening in Faribault, that your Chamber of Commerce is spearheading and being involved with a lot of these pieces, but the key to getting this done is the community, the businesses and government and the school district coming together and working together. That's happening here in your town. We're all very proud of that here, and we appreciate your support. Thanks a bunch. Have a great month.
First United Bank and the Junior Board of Directors is proud to support Faribault Community Television.
That's it for this edition of FCTV News for the April edition. Stop on down to Faribault Rental or any one of our other 3 locations if you need any more information.